For this look, I'm going to be doing a purple prom tutorial, and the main color I'm going to be using is my new eyeshadow Urban Decay Asphyxia. And it looks like that. It's just a really iridescent purple color. So let's get into the look. Just with any video, I've started with my foundation and my eyebrows, and I've used my Anastasia Brow Wiz for my brows and my Lancome foundation. Next, I'm going to put some primer on my lids. And this is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. It's my favorite primer if you have oily lids and they tend to crease a lot. So the first color I'm going to go into is that Urban Decay Asphyxia. And I'm just going to use my MAC 239 shader brush. And I'm going to pack that color all over the lid. And I hope on camera it's showing up as bright and iridescent as I'm seeing it. So I'm just going to put that on both lids. And I'm making sure to pat it on instead of dragging it because I want the color to be as intense as it can be. Next, I'm going to do my transition color, and that of course is going to be MAC's Brown Script. Looks like that. And I'm just going to pop that in my crease area. The next color I'm going to go into is, it's a MAC Deep Purple color. I'm not sure of it and I don't think I can get it out, but it's a deep purple matte and it is from MAC. I'm going to use my MAC 217 and I'm just going to concentrate this on my outer V to give it a little more depth and some smokiness. Next, I'm going to go into the MAC color Embark, and it's a deep matte brown color right there. And I'm going to also use my MAC 217 and just deepen out my outer V a little more. And now I'm going to go back into that purple Urban Decay color Asphyxia and just build up my lid in case any of the color faded away while I was blending my other shades. So I'm going to use my same MAC 239 and just really patting that on the inner 2/3 of my lid. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my highlight next. And that is of course my Urban Decay ABC Gum. It's just a really matte peachy color closest to my skin tone. And this is really the color that I use most of the time for a highlight because it's very natural, especially if I'm doing a look like this that's not too natural. Next, I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up the outer edges of my eye where you see I've had some fallout from the purple color. And I'm just going to pat that so I don't take away any of the foundation that's underneath it. And I'm also going to do it on my inner corner. I mean, you really could leave it there, but I only want color where I've actually placed it. And now I'm going to do my liner and lashes. Of course, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Tattoo Liner and Trooper to line my lids. And I'm going to be using my Ardell 120 lashes. So I'll be right back with that. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a purple shimmery color. Actually, I want to add some highlighter to my inner inner corner. Just to brighten that up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to contour. I'm going to actually be using a contour powder this time. Well, it's actually a blush, but it's the MAC Blunt. And I forgot my brush. I swear, I'm like special. So I'm just going to swirl my brush around in there, pick up a little bit of product, and go in on my cheek. And this is what I actually use to contour. When I'm being lazy, I guess I use my bronzer, but this actually gives me more of a defined contour. And what I like about this brush, the MAC 136, I believe, is it's tapered at the top, but then it's fluffier at the sides, so you can put it on precisely with the tip and then use the fluffiness to go back and forth to kind of blend it out. So that's why I like using this for my bronzer and contour. And speaking of bronzer, I'm going to use some bronzer, my Bare Minerals All Over Face Color and Warmth, of course. And there's a little in the container. So I'm just gonna put that around the perimeter of my face, because sometimes with foundation, I feel like it creates a mask effect. So I like to do bronzer around the perimeter of my face just to make it look more realistic. Okay, dokie. Blush. I almost couldn't see it because it's so tiny. This is actually a mini Nars Orgasm, and it came in a Sephora 500 point perk, I believe, maybe a year or so ago, maybe even 2 years. It's probably old, but hey, it was free, so I'm going to use it with my MAC 129. I don't really use Orgasm blush a lot. Well, I probably forget I have it, as I just did. But I think it just creates a nice flushed look without going overboard, which I might be right now. Oh well. Oh, before I forget, let me finish my eyes. Once again, I'm going to use my YSL Touche Eclat to just draw some lines on the side of my eyes to lighten up that area a little bit. I like doing that because of mainly my eye shape, and sometimes when you're using darker colors in your crease area or your outer V, they can sometimes fade downwards. Before I go with my mascara, I'm going to take that same Urban Decay Asphyxia color with a, I forget what kind of brush this is called, like a pencil brush? No. Flat shader? No. I forget, but a smudger brush, I think. And I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. It worked. It's kind of hard doing this when you have contacts because I feel like I always get eyeshadow on my contacts. Now that I have that on, I'm going to do my mascara for my lower lashes, and I'm going to use my Lancome Hypnose Star. Hope that's showing the right way. And it's just a really nice mascara because one side of the brush is shorter than the other, and then it's flat. So it's good with getting into little lashes, which I unfortunately have. And I like to put on a good little coating so that you can at least tell that I'm wearing mascara. I guess all that's left to do now are the lips. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using my Maybelline, the Buffs Collection 945. You probably can't see that. And Stormy Sahara. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of MAC Snob in the middle of it. We'll see how that works. If it doesn't, then I will just stick with the Stormy Sahara. So let's see if this looks right. So it looks like that just gives me a little more color so it doesn't look just like a flat nude lip. So this lip combination is nice and creamy and it's a nice pinky nude. So I actually do like that I added the bit of Snob to it. I think it gives it a bit of a different color than just wearing a nude. And I think that is it for this look. Actually, no. It wouldn't be a prom tutorial without some highlighter. So I'm just gonna add some on top of my cheeks. And now we're done. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Hope you were able to follow it, and maybe some of you got some inspiration from what you would like to wear to prom, or really just any really nice purple look. I think that this purple eyeshadow is really, really pretty. I just love the iridescence it has and how it's like a light purple, and I think it's very multi-dimensional. So actually I want to add some more. I kind of go overboard sometimes. But that's okay, right? So this is the final look. Let me give you a close-up. I don't wear a lot of color on my eyes, but one color I do like to wear is purple. I think it looks nice with brown eyes and brown hair. And this is actually a nice, you could do a variation of a prom hair tutorial with this if you have natural hair. I just kind of flat twisted my hair along the sides, and then I pinned it up in the back so that it looks like, I call it like a twist crown. And you could even leave some pieces hanging, or you know, variations of this to make it look good for your prom. Or you don't even have to. I mean, you could wear whatever hairstyle you want, but I think this video is getting too long, so I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.